Are you thinking about moving to Sachse, Texas, and you're not really sure where Sachse is in location or what there is around Sachse? Well, in this video, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. We're going to hop on the map and we're going to show you where Sachse is in relation to downtown Dallas, the DFW airport, and other things that are around the Sachse area. So let's go ahead and get to it right now. Hi, my name is Delisa Lipinski, and if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything about living in the Dallas and surrounding areas, just like Sachse, Texas, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, tap the bell, so you will be the first to receive notifications every time we drop a video, just like this one where we're going to talk about Sachse, Texas. I get calls from people just like you every single day. So whether you're looking to make a move in 9 days or 9 months, go ahead, shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, or you can even book an appointment online because all of our contact information is in the description. Now let's go ahead and hop on the map and take a look at Sachse, Texas. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Sachse on the map. Sachse is located just northeast of Dallas. So if we were to take a look at Sachse, Sachse is located right here and Dallas is right here. Now, Sachse is really only about 9.8 square miles and it currently has around 33,000 residents. So it's not a huge city. But Sachse has got a lot of really great things. Now, if we were going to drive over to the downtown Dallas area, so let's hop in here and take a look at our driving directions. Now, if we were to go to the downtown Dallas area, there's a couple of ways that you can actually get there. The first way is you'll want to come down 78 because Sachse is right on 78. Now, if you were working in the northern part of the Dallas area, you would want to hook onto President George Bush Freeway. We also call it 190. And then you would come straight down 75 down into the downtown Dallas area. Now, the other way that you can go is right here on the map. You'll notice it will take you right around over to George Bush. Take George Bush down to I-30, and then I-30 will take you straight into the downtown Dallas area. Now, you're gonna look at probably around 26, 27 miles either way, and depending upon traffic, depending upon the time of day, and certainly what the weather conditions are like, you're gonna look at around a 40 to 45 minute drive either way. And then of course, if traffic isn't cooperating that day, then it will take a little bit longer. Okay, so now let's take a look and see how long it takes to get to the DFW airport. Now, most people are going to come this way, which would be down 78 onto George Bush or 190, and then follow it all the way over to the north entrance of the airport. Now, that is great because you can get to any terminal from the north entrance airport. There are places for long-term parking, short-term parking, to where you wouldn't necessarily have to park inside the terminal. You know, the other way that you could come, depending upon traffic, and I would tell you it's always going to be best to check your GPS, is take 190 down to 75 or Central Expressway, and then you can take 635 once again to the north part of the airport. Now, that is a little bit longer. I typically will take George Bush all the way around. Number one, the speed limit's a little bit faster. And the downside to that though is there are tolls. So you've got to take into account paying the tolls. Now, if you have your toll tag, certainly that saves a little bit of money, but just take that into consideration when you're going to the airport. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look back at Sachse. Now, Sachse is situated is really between Garland and Wiley. So if you watched our videos before on Garland and on Wiley, Garland is located right here and then Wiley is located right here. And that's important to know because depending upon where you are in the Sachse area, you're either going to be a part of the Garland ISD or the Wiley ISD. Now, if you're living kind of in this eastern portion, say right in here, that's going to be Wiley ISD. So the majority of the schools are going to be in Garland ISD. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom in real close and take a look at Sachse. And we're going to start in the northern part, because there's this really cool hiking trail, and it's called Woodbridge Trails, and it's right here. They have got some great wooded areas. We'll see if we can bring a picture up. You've got the wooded areas, you've got the trails that you can take your dog for a walk. So that's a really neat area, and that really is in the uppermost part of the Sachse area. So if you see, it's located really right up in here. Now, most of the areas right in this area is going to be your residential areas. Now, Sachse is a more established area, and therefore there is not as much new construction. If you were looking for new construction, you'd probably want to go a little further east and look in the Wiley area. But you've got your Walmart Supercenter that is right here. And most of the retail is actually going to be along this 78 corridor. So if you were looking at here, most of your retail is going to be right along here. This is 78, and it goes straight through Sachse, and it will connect you from Garland all the way up to Wiley. As a matter of fact, sometimes you're not even sure if you've left Garland or in Sachse, and vice versa. But that's going to be the main area where you have your shopping. So you've got Frankie's Mexican Cuisine, which is right here. Frankie's has got amazing Mexican food. There's a lot of really good Mexican food restaurants around here. You've got the Sachse Ice House, which is located right here. You've got the Tipsy Chicken, which is a bar and grill. They do karaoke, they have happy hours. So that's a lot of fun. And then if you come closer down here, and this is right at the border of Sachse and Garland, right here is your shopping area. And this also has Kroger. It's got Dutch Brothers Coffee. It has a little swimming school, which I always thought was really cute. It's got Osaka Hibachi. And guys, here's how you know that Sachse at one point was a really small town. They still have a Hallmark store in Sachse, which is pretty cool. So you can go and get your special Hallmark Christmas ornaments every year. So now let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of different areas. Sachse has several parks that are, really pretty cool. And when you're looking at them, you've got Salmon Park right here. You have Firefighter Park. I talked about Firefighter Park in a couple of our other videos. So Firefighter Park is a firefighter themed park with a playground for the kids. You definitely want to check that out. That's a lot of fun. Then you also have down here, you have Heritage Park. And that's one of the larger parks. So Heritage Park. Now, Sachse also is right next to the Woodbridge Golf Course. So they've got a fabulous golf course, and it's right here. There's a small part of it that's in Sachse. The majority of Woodbridge Golf Course is going to actually be in Wiley. And Woodbridge is one of those communities where part of it is over in Sachse, and then the newer portion is built into Wiley. Woodbridge is one of the more established neighborhoods, one of the older master plan communities in the Sachse area. Make sure that you check out our vlog tour for the Sachse homes that we take a look at. But you've got Woodbridge Golf Course right here. Now you also, if you really like golfing, you've got another golf course. Now this is actually over in the Garland and Richardson area, but you've got Firewheel Golf Course right here. So you've got two great golf courses that you can choose from. Okay, now remember I said there's not a lot of new construction in Sachse, and that is true. But there's one little area, and it's right here. And you've got some villas and townhomes that are new construction. So if you were looking for a villa or if you were looking for a townhome, then this may be a good place for you to take a look. Now there's another really cool area right here, and this is called the station. Definitely want to check this out in our vlog tour. The station, it reminds me of a true urban setting, but it's really in your suburbs. They have got several restaurants that are right here. I'm gonna see if I can get in close enough. So you've got Manny's Tex-Mex, you've got Brass Tap, and a couple of other restaurants right in there. They've got smaller lots, and that's why I said this really reminds me of a more urban setting, because the lots are really only 40-foot lots, and I think they only go about 95 feet deep. So the lots are closer together, but you really don't have any yard maintenance. So if that's something you're looking for, you definitely want to check that out. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at how close Sachse is to some bigger shopping. So when you take a look at Sachse, right here in this area, so this is 78 coming down, this is George Bush, and you've got Firewheel Town Center, or Firewheel Mall as we call it. And that's where you have many of your anchor stores. You have Macy's, you have Dillard's, there's a Barnes & Noble. So this has got a lot of your shopping that you're looking to do. And then right in this area as well, they have several restaurants that you can choose from as well. Of course, there's Gloria's Latin Cuisine. We talk about that in our Rockwell video because Gloria's has several different locations. You have your AMC Firewheel 18, so you've got the movie theater that is located right here. And then just across 190 or George Bush, right here, you also have Best Buy, Home Depot, Lowe's is right over here. So it's very convenient to a lot of the shopping that you would do just on a normal basis. So now let's talk about some of the schools. So Sachse, like I said, is part of Garland ISD and Wiley ISD. Now in the Garland ISD schools, they actually have the high school that is located in Sachse. And so it is going to be right here off of Miles. So Sachse High School is located right here. You have your middle school, which is Hudson, right here. And then let me see if I can get in a little closer. You also have Doherty Elementary School, and it's located right in the same area. Now, all of those are top-rated schools, and so you've got schools that are located right in Sachse. Now, if you were part of the Wiley ISD, those schools are actually going to be located in Wiley, and they're not located in Sachse. So now let's talk about what we've got as far as entertainment. And Sachse is a small community, so you don't have a lot of nightlife, not a lot of going to concerts and things like that. If you're thinking about moving to Sachse, you're really looking for that slower lifestyle. So if you were wanting to go out for an evening, then you really are going to probably go into the Plano area, which would be right here. You would want to go into possibly the Richardson area, which is located right here. And then down into the Dallas area, there are a lot of things as far as museums. You've got Deep Ellum that's got a lot of the restaurant bars. And then of course you've got Fair Park as well, which has, I think it's called Dos Equis still. I've lived in Dallas. Matter of fact, I was born and raised here, and it was Starplex at one point, then it was Smirnoff. I think it's still Dos Equis at this point. So I still just call it Starplex because that's what I grew up with. But you've got a lot of good concerts that really, you can get to in a very reasonable time. All right, so that is our tour of Sachse, Texas on the map. Oh, before we go, I forgot. How can I forget? Because we love our lake life here. And as a matter of fact, a little bit later on this afternoon, we're all heading out to the boat and we're gonna be on Lake Ray Hubbard. So right here is Lake Ray Hubbard. That's where we're gonna be. And we've talked about that. And then you're also very close right here to Lake Lavon. So this really, depending upon what part of Lake Lavon you wanted to get to, you're looking at about 10-15 minutes if you were going over to Lake Ray Hubbard. Once again, depending upon where you're going, where you are in Sachse, but we're going to be right over here at Sapphire Bay Marina. And so from Sachse, that would take about a 25-minute, depending upon what the construction situation is like on 30. And most likely we're gonna be hanging out over here at the Red Barn. You've also got the Party Cove. That's a little bit too young for us. And then you've got the harbor, where we most likely will end up going afterwards and grabbing a bite to eat. So I hope you enjoyed our tour around the map and taking a look at Sachse. As always, if you're looking to make a move here to the Dallas and surrounding areas, just like Sachse, please feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and let us know what you thought about the tour of Sachse. You know, Sachse is a great little community, and make sure that you check out our blog and our pros and cons of Sachse. We would love to help you make a smooth move to the Dallas and surrounding areas, just like Sachse, Texas.